welcome to the Maxies Awards 2023. This is your captain speaking along with El Jefe, and we are here to bring 2023 to a close this New Year's Eve by awarding what you voted for as the best and the wankers of wrestling this past year.
I love it. We will be joined by special guests to help us announce some of the awards. And also coming up tonight is a duos trivia clash for the Max Tag Team Championships as the Captain and Cypher defend against the Phoenix and Travis the Walker Anderson. You don't want to miss this, and you don't want to miss any of the Max Wrestling stuff. So make sure you're subscribed right here, youtube.com/Max Wrestling. Make sure you're checking out all the audio podcast platforms, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and everywhere else that you can find us. Make sure you're also heading on over to the beautifully done website, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com, where you can find links to all of this and a whole lot more.
Yeah, let me tell you, that tag team title match is going to be squeaky bum time.
Squeaky bum.
Let's get straight into it. Here to announce the first award for Breakout of the Year is very conveniently a breakout star in Max Wrestling this past year. He is Beer.
That's my man, Beer.
All right. The nominees for the Breakout Star of the Year are the following. We've got the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky. We got the Face of Fear in the House of Black, Julia Hart. Whose game is it? L.A. Knight? Or do we have Orange Cassidy? Or do we have the Tribal Heir, the heir to the throne, Solo Sikoa? And the winner, with a staggering 87%, goes to, whose game is it? L.A. Knight. Yeah!
All right, now let's keep it going. Beer did a beautiful job. Let's jump into Tag Team of the Year. This may be for the first time, but the Usos have not been nominated, and they may never be nominated ever again. There is only one ever two-time, and they are the only one ever two-time winners. Well, main event Jay, he don't play that tag team shit. So, here to announce this year's winner is the newly returned, my man, whether I love him or hate him, Travis the Walker Anderson.
The nominees for Tag Team of the Year are Adam Cole and MJF, The Acclaimed, FTR, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, The Rascals, and the winners with 44% are Adam Cole and MJF.
Captain, I haven't a good authority that the gift has arrived. Perhaps he's ready?
Absolutely not. We are not recruiting him. Have you forgotten what he's done?
Phoenix, you need to learn to forgive and forget. Things have changed. He's changed. If I didn't believe in him or trust him, do you honestly think I'd even consider letting him in?
Is he Welsh? Does the blood of the dragon flow through his veins?
Well, actually...
You must be joking.
As far as him joining is concerned, this isn't over. In a change to our advertised schedule, it will not be the Phoenix facing Beer this week. It will be the newest member of Dragon Club. So sorry, Beer. It's not me.
That. A lot's changed since I've been away. I didn't walk away because I couldn't hack it. So Moses, you can sit there and run your mouth and run any narrative that you want. But to say that I cannot hack it anymore is why I walked away wrongo.
Clearly, you got this whole thing twisted up, spin backwards, and upside down, boy.
That's the reason why I'm back. You, sir, ignited the fire in me that I had lost.
Daddy's back.
I heard Chad reject the tag title challenge, so now I got a team with Travis. Okay, fine. If I got a team with Travis, I want him to prove himself. I want him to prove he can be trusted by fighting fair against the captain for the TV title at the Rumble.
Travis has officially walked back into Max Wrestling and walked right into Dragon Club, but it seems he doesn't fully have everybody's trust. Phoenix, understandably, isn't 100% on Travis being in the club, so he's putting him to the test against me for the television championship at Podcast Promo Rumble 9, and I can personally guarantee this will be a fair fight. It has to be, because it's TV rules.
It has to be TV rules. I love that. Well, before we get, you will get a bit of deception from the next guest. He is here to announce weekly show of the year. It is somebody you know too well and somebody I'm not too fond of myself. It's the lawyer, Chad Malcolm.
The nominees for weekly show of the year are Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Collision, and Dynamite. And the winner, with a whopping 50% of the votes, Monday Night Raw.
I think it's time we heard from our world champion, so here to announce the pay-per-view of the year, or premium live event, is the current reigning Max Wrestling World Champion, Cypher.
Hey guys, this is your champion Cypher here with the nominees for pay-per-view of the year. Your nominees are WrestleMania 39, All in London, SummerSlam, Wrestle Dream, and Survivor Series. And the winner, with 60% of the votes, is WrestleMania.
All right, let's waste no more time in finding out who gets to pick their own challenger for Podcast Promo Rumble. We already know that no matter what, Teddy P will be involved in the Knowledge title match and Chad Malcolm will be involved in the TV title match. But the winner, with 50% of the vote, is the world champion, Cypher. He gets to choose his own challenger for the Rumble. And apparently he's already decided who he wants to defend his title against at Podcast Promo Rumble 9. So let's hear from Cypher.
So I just finished recapping Max, and I gotta say, everybody's stepping their game up. But it's time for me to choose my opponent. So there's gonna be two things that happen here. One, I'm about to show Dazzy who the real workhorse is around here and put respect on the Max World title. And two, I'm going to do something that Moses Marquez cannot even think about doing. And that's actually being a fighting champion. So, instead of picking an opponent, I'm going to pick three.
So Cypher is not fucking around as world champion. He's called out 3 challengers for the Rumble.
The balls. The fucking cajones, the huevos. I'm cutting you off, and I apologize for it, but I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. I don't think we've ever had a world champion, let alone any champion, who's willing to go triple threat, let alone fucking 4-way. This is huge. Okay, this is huge. This is huge for Teddy because Teddy deserves a shot. I could give a shit about Chad, but this is gigantic for Beer. This is, again, we remember what we just talked about. Beer's an up-and-comer. He went from being a dude that was just in the trivia game. He's going to get better at trivia. He gets better at trivia. Now, guess what, Jack? You're inserted into the big time. I'm pulling for him. I want to say I feel for Cypher, but at the same time, you put yourself in this corner. Now you got to deal with it.
Yeah, did put himself in his corner, and if memory serves me correct, this is only the 3rd 4-way promo type match we've ever had. But there was a new champion in both of the other matches. Mike Larkin won the promo title in the first one, and of course you won the you won the promo title in the second one.
Mm-hmm.
So the odds are not great for Cypher, but I mean, if anybody's going to get it done, he's risen to the top all throughout 2023, and he's a fighting champion, certainly. So the Rumble's going to be good.
He has been bringing the best out of everybody as of late. Let's be honest. He's beaten the best as of late. This is going to be an uphill battle, but if there's anybody who's got climbing shoes, it's Cypher.
Yeah, and also throwing a little spanner in the works there, calling out Teddy for a world title match. Teddy, who is still part of the MDO.
You know what? It's one of these things where we say it all the time. Game recognizes game. And Cypher wants the best. And I hate to break it to you, that's the guy nobody talks about as being one of the best, is Teddy P.
Who's also really been demanding your attention in 2023. But let's move away from that and announce our next award. I think it's safe to say Corey's story was our story of the year in Max Wrestling, but let's find out what you all thought was the best story in WWE and AEW. Here to announce the Angle of the Year is the lawyer once again, Chad Malcolm.
And the nominees for Angle of the Year, we have Adam Cole and MJF's bromance. We have Cody Rhodes versus the Judgment Day. We have Jey Uso gets traded to Raw. Christian Cage and his TNT title run. And we have Tony Storm becomes timeless. And the winner is... the winners are... the Adam Cole and MJF bromance and Jey Uso trade to Raw, both of which were 33%. Those are your winners.
All right, let's finish the first half of the show in style and find out who you all thought was the absolute biggest wanker of 2023. And here to announce the McMahon Award is someone who thinks of himself as somewhat of an asshole. You won't call him a wanker, but he loves to call you one. It's the man they call Beer.
I love this award.
Right, here we go. We got the nominees for the McMahon Award for Wanker of the Year. That depends on which McMahon, but I think we know which one, and that is gotta be Vince McMahon. Now, we have the following nominees are... we have CM Punk, which is a bit of a surprise, as he's recently just returned to the WWE, and probably for me the greatest return of all time. We have Eric Bischoff, a man who seems to talk a lot of crap about AEW, comparing it recently to TNA. Interesting. We have Jack Perry, the guy who got CM Punk fired, and it's the biggest mistake that AEW ever made. Or do we have Ryback, the man who went back on his word and refused to retire after the greatest return of all time in CM Punk. And finally, we have Mr. Vince McMahon, who, ironically, bullied his way back into being in the WWE Board of Directors and probably made the worst Raw after WrestleMania of all time and seemingly went us back to prehistoric times. And believe me, I've seen some terrible Raws, but that was the worst I've ever seen. And the winner, with 75%, is Ryback. Ryback, you're a fucking asshole. No one likes you. Please retire. You suck.
Hey, yo, what up? It's Darby Allin.
Hey, everybody. It's the interview queen, Alicia Atu.
This is the voice of Killer Cross.
This is Velvet Sky.
Hey, this is Tommy Dreamer.
This is AJ Kirsch, one half of the MLW commentary team.
Hey, this is the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy.
Hi, this is Rain Cruz.
And you're listening to the Max Wrestling Podcast.
You're listening to the Max Wrestling Podcast.
You are currently listening to the Max Wrestling Podcast.
And you're listening to the Max Wrestling Podcast.
Giving you all your wrestling information to the extreme.
It's time to take it to the max.
Take it to the max.
It's time to take it to the max.
We're about to take it to the max.
We're going to take it to the max. And we're about to take it to the max.
To the max.
Welcome to the Madhouse.
Welcome to the Madhouse.
Welcome back to the Maxies. This is your captain. He is El Jefe. Make sure you are liking and subscribed on YouTube. Follow us everywhere, and for all the information you need, go to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
Do it right now. But still to come, this fine episode of the Maxies, we have Match of the Year, Male and Female of the Year, and the prestigious Lionheart Award given to someone very special that has fought through trials and tribulation. But first, let's get back to those fun awards. In one way or another, tag team titles are staying in Dragon Club. But can the Phoenix and the Walker coexist? They challenge the Cypher and the Captain in Duos Trivia.
By wrestler, who holds the longest reign as tag team champion in WCW history?
Oh, until you said WCW, I was going to say the Usos, but the first name that came to mind was Booker T.
Booker T does have the most tag team title wins in the history of WCW, but the answer I'm looking for goes to Ole Anderson with over 1,000 days combined as tag team champion. How many times has Awesome Kong been a champion in TNA/Impact?
At least two, I think it's at least two, but I'm gonna say 4.
Waylon, oh, so close. It was 3. Twice as Knockouts champion and once as a tag team champion.
Fuck, I was just thinking of World.
Waylon Mercy, he debuted in WWF on July 3rd, 1995. Who was his opponent?
Name rings a bell. But if it's 95, there's only a couple of names that it's likely to be. So, Scott Hall.
Waylon Mercy's debut match was a squash match against Jeff Hardy. In 2018, Bray Wyatt won the Tag Team Eliminator. Who was his tag team partner?
Randy Orton.
Ooh, wrong. It was actually the brother of the answer to the last question. The answer is Matt Hardy. Which tag team in WCW has won the tag team titles the most?
Okay, so you said Booker T's got the most reigns, but Ole's got the most days. So it's either the Horsemen or Harlem Heat. If Booker's got the most, who else did Booker tag with? It's got to be Harlem Heat.
Booker T has won with a couple of people, but you are correct. It is Harlem Heat. John Cena is a 4-time tag team champion in WWE with 4 different tag team partners, being Batista, The Miz, HBK. Who was the 4th?
Miz Batista, Shawn Michaels. Oh, it was one of the Nexus guys. Wade Barrett? Was it Wade? It was one of the Nexus guys, definitely. Wade Barrett.
You were so close. It was a Nexus guy, but not Wade Barrett. It was David Otunga. Hiroshi Tanahashi just got promoted in New Japan. To what position?
El Presidente.
Yes, sir. So, in the beginning stages of Mick Foley's career, promoters had him going by what name?
Jack. Was it Jack Foley? Jack Foley.
It was actually Cactus Jack Manson, because he looked like Charles Manson. How many times has Cedric Alexander been a champion in WWE?
So, any championship. Cruiserweight once. Tag team. Is that once or twice? I think that's only once. Was he a 24/7 champion? So let's go with 3.
He was tag team champion one time. He was cruiserweight champion once, but he was 24/7 champion 3 times. The answer is 5. Last question. Who is the oldest to win the AEW Tag Team Championship?
Okay. Well, it's definitely not Ricky Starks. Could be Kenny Omega. Not Hangman. Not Best Friends. I think it's Kenny. Well, Jericho ain't won him, so it's got to be Kenny. Has anybody else been tag team champion I'm not thinking of? FTR, not them, so yeah, it's got to be Kenny Omega.
There was a tag team that you did not mention. You forgot to mention SCU because the answer is Frankie Kazarian.
Question 1. Who was the special enforcer for Stone Cold versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 14?
Complete shot in the dark for me, so I'm just going to say Mr. T.
It was Iron Mike Tyson. Mr. T was Hogan's partner at WrestleMania 1, and then he had a boxing match with Roddy Piper at WrestleMania 2.
I don't know why I said Mr. T. Like, I knew that was Mike Tyson, but Mr. T came out and said instead. Like, Mr. T, T for Tyson. You know what I mean?
Until 2014, only one person was a multiple-time Ring of Honor World Champion. Who was the second?
Oh, goodness. 2014. You're talking a way back for Ring of Honor for me. I want to say, just put me down for Mark Briscoe. Hell no, not Mark. Jay Briscoe. That's who I was trying to say.
My bum did a little squeak, but yes, it was Jay Briscoe. Question 3. Moses inspired me to ask this one with one of my questions last week. There's only ever been one tag team buried alive match. Who did The Undertaker and Big Show defeat?
Well, that's news to me because I wasn't even aware there ever was a tag team buried alive match. You said it was Undertaker and Big Show. So I would say Edge and Christian.
It was the Rock and Sock Connection. Happened on an episode of SmackDown.
I freaking knew it. I knew it was going to be those two, but I feel like I would have known about that damn match, and I'm so mad that I have not seen this now.
Question 4. Which WrestleMania featured tag team champions facing each other in the main event for the WWE Championship?
I know it was Cena and HBK, but I can't remember which Mania it is, so I'm just going to spitball and say Mania 21.
Right match, but only 2 years out, WrestleMania 23.
I really need to stop second guessing myself and go with my gut. I was right on that one too, but I second guessed it.
Question 5. December to Dismember was an ECW pay-per-view under the WWE banner in 2006, but this was actually the second time ECW used this name. What year did the first December to Dismember take place?
1998.
It was 1995, the correct answer. Question 6. Who is the youngest WWE Intercontinental Champion in history?
Just got to go with my gut on this one and say Cody Rhodes.
I believe Cody Rhodes was 26 when he first won the title. If I'd have asked myself this question, I would have said all day Randy Orton, but somebody beat him by 2 months. The youngest IC champion in history was Jeff Hardy, 23.
Did not realize how old Cody Rhodes is. Holy shit.
Question 7. Raven formed a faction in TNA called The Gathering, consisting of Alexis Lurie, aka Mickie James, Julio De Niro, and which other wrestler?
I am kind of teetering back and forth between Rhino and the Monster Abyss. I'm just going to go ahead and say Abyss.
During his very brief run in TNA, it was CM Punk.
Well, all right. I got Jim Ross in my head going, by God, by God, by God on that one. I had no idea.
All right, question 8. The first Royal Rumble took place in 1988. Who was the first ever entrant?
Oh, my Lord. First entrant? No clue. Just going to go Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
The actual answer is going to be fuming that you said Shawn Michaels. It was Bret the Hitman Hart.
Feeny, don't be mad at me for sucking at this trivia. I'm trying, man. It's the damn Max screw job all over again.
Question 9. The Chris Warren Band famously performed what iconic faction theme song?
I ain't got a clue, man. But the way that the name of the band sounds, it kind of gives me old school vibes. So, I want to say NWO.
And the NWO were probably fuming that you said that answer. It was D-Generation X. What nickname did Hardcore Holly briefly use in 1999?
No clue. Just gonna go with Bob Holly.
It was The Big Shot, because at the time he was feuding with Big Show. So, this may actually be pretty close. Round 2 begins with Travis asking questions for Corey.
Question number 1. How many times has Awesome Kong been a champion in TNA/Impact?
I'm going to say 3.
Who is the oldest to win the AEW Tag Team Championship?
This is a tough one. I think Frankie Kazarian. I could be wrong.
Waylon Mercy debuted in WWF on July 3rd, 1995. Who was his opponent?
Damn it. I don't know. I think it was Spidey or somebody. I think it was Dan Spivey.
In 2018, Bray Wyatt won the Tag Team Eliminator. Who was his tag team partner?
Matt Hardy.
By wrestler, who holds the longest combined reign as WCW Tag Team Champion?
I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to go with the Dudleys or Edge and Christian. I don't know this one.
In the beginning stages of Mick Foley's career, promoters had him going by what name?
That will be Cactus Jack.
Which tag team has the most tag team championship wins in WCW history?
Can you dig it, sucker? Harlem Heat.
Hiroshi Tanahashi recently got promoted within New Japan Pro Wrestling. What is his new position?
And I just read about this too. So I think he became the new representative or director or something of New Japan.
How many times has Cedric Alexander been champion within WWE?
5.
John Cena is a former 4-time tag team champion in WWE with 4 different partners: The Miz, Batista, HBK. Who was the 4th?
Randy Orton?
6 correct from Corey puts us on 8. Phoenix, you're going to need to score 8 to put your team on 9 and take the win. Good luck. Question 1. Who was the special enforcer for Stone Cold versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 14?
Iron Mike Tyson.
Yeah, had to start you off with an easy one. Until 2014, only one person was a multiple-time Ring of Honor World Champion. Who was the second?
Adam Cole?
Adam Cole was the third, and also the first person to become a 3-time champion, but the second multiple-time champion was Jay Briscoe. Question 3. Moses inspired me to ask this one with one of my questions last week. There's only ever been one tag team buried alive match. Who did The Undertaker and Big Show defeat?
Oh, fuck, I know this. I want to say Rock and Mankind, and I think Triple H got involved in there somehow. I remember seeing a clip of Triple H smacking Big Show over the back with the sledgehammer, and Big Show sort of slid down the bank.
It was the Rock and Sock connection. Happened on an episode of SmackDown. Question 4. Which WrestleMania featured tag team champions facing each other in the main event for the WWE Championship?
That would be WrestleMania 23, John Cena versus Shawn Michaels.
And yes, it was Cena and Shawn Michaels. Question 5. December to Dismember was an ECW pay-per-view under the WWE banner in 2006, but this was actually the second time ECW used this name. What year did the first December to Dismember take place?
Oh, damn it. You know my ECW history isn't that great. Complete guess, 1995.
That is one hell of a lucky guess. Question 6. Who is the youngest WWE Intercontinental Champion in history?
I'm thinking Orton, but only because he was young when he won it. But I vaguely remember hearing somewhere that it's Edge. So I'm going to say Edge.
If you'd have asked me the question, I would have said Randy Orton all day. He was 23 at the time when he first won the title, but somebody beat him by 2 months. And that is 23-year-old Jeff Hardy. Question 7. Raven formed a faction in TNA called The Gathering, consisting of Alexis Lurie, aka Mickie James, Julio De Niro, and which other wrestler?
Oh, that's an odd pairing already. I ain't got a Scooby. I don't know. I'm gonna have to pass. I ain't got a clue. Wait, Abyss.
During his very brief run in TNA, it was CM Punk.
Oh, wow. So that's when Punk had Mickie James on his arm, huh?
Funnily enough, Travis said Abyss too. Alright, question 8. The first Royal Rumble took place in 1988. Who was the first ever entrant?
I don't even remember who Jim Duggan last eliminated to win it. I got nothing. Bret Hart, I guess. I don't know why.
Another lucky guess. It was Bret Hart. I don't actually see a list of who eliminated who, but Bret was in it for the longest, so maybe he was the last person eliminated by Jim Duggan. Question 9. The Chris Warren Band famously performed what iconic faction theme song?
Oh, Chris Warren. DX.
Yep. Actually, the only song I've heard of from them, but yeah, it was DX. And final question. What nickname did Hardcore Holly briefly use in 1999?
I'm just gonna say Bob Holly, because I briefly known him to be known as Hardcore Bob Holly, so I'm gonna say Bob Holly.
He was feuding with Big Show at the time, so he started using the Big Shot.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Close but no cigar. It ends 8-7, and Cypher and I retain the tag team titles, and I guess I owe Cypher a beer for doing all the heavy lifting.
All right, we now know who is walking into Podcast Promo Rumble 9 as Knowledge Champion. It will be the Captain defending against Teddy P, January 25th. Teddy B has shown quite the brainstorm recently when it comes to wrestling trivia, so it should be an absolute barn burner, a real test, if you will. And it is a busy night for Teddy P, as he is also chosen by Cypher to challenge him for the world title. What in the world is going to happen when the former MDO teammates battle it out? Best friends going to war.
Yeah, and then you throw in fucking Chad and beer into the mix. It's going to be a bomb of atomic proportions.
Hell of me.
His reign as world champion has only just begun, so unfortunately Cypher wasn't in contention for Max Champion of the Year, but we'll find out who that is later on. He is here, however, to announce the Champion of the Year in the pro wrestling world.
Now, guys, I'm back here reading the nominees for Champion of the Year. We got Gunther with the Intercontinental Champion, MJF with the AEW World Champion. We got Orange Cassidy with the International Champion, Rhea Ripley, the WWE Women's Champion, and Roman Reigns as WWE's Undisputed Champion. And the winner, with 33% of the votes, goes to Gunther in the Intercontinental Championship.
Well, good God Almighty, it's high time I announce an award myself. So let's find out who you guys picked for Match of the Year.
The nominees for Match of the Year are Hangman Page versus Swerve Strickland in the Texas Death Match, Bryan Danielson versus MJF in the Iron Man match, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, Gunther versus Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus at WrestleMania, and Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay at Forbidden Door.
All right, and the winner is, with 42% of the vote, Gunther versus Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus, the ultimate international clash, if you will. That was your Match of the Year.
Okay, can't complain. There were some great matches in that list, to be fair.
Hey, let's keep it honest. I mean, in all reality, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, not too bad. B-Dry and MJF, also a great one. But hell, I can't deny Gunther, and neither should you.
No. All right, then. Let's get to the next one. From their match to ours. You also voted for the Max Wrestling Promo Exhibition of the Year. Being in quite a few myself over the years, I know how much work goes into a promo showdown, especially cinematic ones. And there was a lot of competition this year. A master of this craft is Travis Anderson, but he missed half the year due to his absence. However, he is back, and he's here to announce the Promo Exhibition of the Year.
Come on.
The nominees for Promo Exhibition of the Year are The Captain versus Mike Larkin, Cypher versus Chris Reed at Promo Slam, Cypher versus Moses Marquez at Promo Series, The Demoness versus The Phoenix at Summer's End, and The Demoness versus The Shape at All for One. And the winner with 40% is Cypher versus Moses Marquez at Promo Series.
We had some incredible title matches in Max Wrestling this year. Both the Cap and I have spent the majority of the year as champions. So we have been, in most of them. But who did you guys pick to be the best Max champion? Here to announce the award, the one, the only, Feeney.
Feeney.
Nominees for Max Champion of the Year are AJ Sparks, Predictions Champion, The Captain, TV Champion, Daniel Crimmins, Knowledge Champion, Moses Marquez, World Champion, and Travis Anderson, Group MVP. And the winners, tied both with 30%, are The Captain and Travis Anderson.
Well, unlike most of the other awards, one of the recipients is here to accept this one. So being tied with Travis is not a bad thing because he's been Group MVP for like 20 years.
It seems that way.
Yeah. But you know what? It's nice to have those votes for the TV title because, like I keep saying, I've been busting my ass off for that title this year, and it is the one reign I think I'm most proud of. So 2023 has been a good year.
Hell yeah.
But now for one of my favorite moments of the Maxies. Every year we present the Lionheart Award. The Lionheart was introduced in 2020 as a way of showing our support to someone that's overcome obstacles that life has thrown in their way. The inaugural winner that year was Robert Davis, who fought through one of the toughest battles a human being can face and did it like an absolute badass. The following year we showed our love and support to our favorite one true heel, Ted P. De Niro. And last year the award went to the incredible Steven Spice. So it's time to find out who is joining this prestigious group in 2023.
Hey Corey, it's Travis here. Just gotta congratulate you, man. Winning the 2023 Lionheart Award, you deserve it. You have been through absolute hell this year and been going through so many different changes and obstacles in your life, and yet you still managed to be that incredible, genuine human being that you've always been. And I admire the hell out of you for that. I wouldn't have made it through this year if it wasn't for you, because you truly do have the heart of a lion, and I'm proud of you, and I love you, my brother.
How's it going? My name's Tyler Green, and I just love to sit here and congratulate for a second my best friend since youth, Cypher, Corey. Yeah, man, talking to you. Congratulations on winning the 2023 Lionheart Award. It's been one hell of a year for you, and you've showed nothing but resiliency throughout this year. No matter what comes your way, always in a good, positive frame of mind for everybody out there. You keep doing you, brother. And do me a favor, keep that world title close, because you never know who's coming.
What I'm about to say really showcases and sums up the positivity, the perseverance, and the perspicacity of one man, and that is Cypher. And I hope you like it, Corey, because it comes from the heart. Hey, Corey. I just wanted to say, first and foremost, congratulations on getting this Lionheart Award. If there's anyone who deserves the Lionheart Award, it is you. And I gotta say, I admire and love just your positivity and just your smile and everything through whatever life has thrown at you, through your trials and tribulations, through your vision. And I think you have that clear vision of just becoming a better promo competitor. I mean, hell, you're the Max Wrestling World Champion, and just continuing to be a great person with your smile, your positivity, just your overall inspiration through your words and your actions. And you just have that way of just resonating and generating with people. And I think that's what makes you you, and that's what makes you just an amazing human being. We all have love and respect for you, and we know how hard you work, whether it be what we do here at Max Wrestling, whether it be your music, because life is an art form where we are all applying our crafts, and you continue to apply your craft in amazing fashion, I think inspiring through your words and your actions. I think just being a great friend, a great son, and an overall great person makes you you, and you is wonderful. And I admire and love the hell out of you, my friend. Congratulations on the Lionheart Award, and just thank you for all you do. Thank you for being our friend, and really just thank you just for everything, because you are truly, truly wonderful. God bless, my friend, and once more, congratulations.
Corey, my friend, my guy, my confidant, congratulations on winning the Lionheart Award. I really don't know anybody who's more deserving of an award of this caliber than you. You are somebody who is literally the most positive thinking person I've ever met. Even, everything that has gone on with you through this year, you stayed positive, and that's really a hard thing to do, especially in the world today. It's really remarkable. So, congrats to you. I honestly I don't even have enough words. There's not enough words in the dictionary to describe all the good things and good vibes that you are and everything that you deserve. So, hopefully I see you soon. Hopefully I see you in the next couple months. Plan on coming down. That's your secret. I didn't tell nobody yet. So, yeah, man, congratulations. You know me, I got nothing but love for you. Yeah. Well, listen, man, words can describe how much I'm proud of you. You are my bigger, younger brother. You're bigger than me, but I got you by age. So, yeah, man, just congrats to you. I love you, dude. I love you, man.
This is for you, Corey. Congratulations on winning the Lionheart Award. It's fully deserved. The fact that you've unfortunately have lost eyesight, but you have still put on some absolute banger promos in the last year. It's been truly inspirational, and it's a pleasure to have you on Max Wrestling. Long may that continue. Maybe one day you and I will have a match one day down the line. So, congratulations, fully deserve it. And as I said, maybe we'll meet one day.
Hello, mortals. It's been a minute since you have seen us. We are here to talk about a certain mortal that had the unfortunate pleasure a long time ago going against us, the child of God, of the light. Corey, we haven't forgotten you, my sweet. The one that ran, the one that got cocky, the one that is now the champion. Congratulations, Corey. We're very, very proud of you. We told you before that you could become anything you chose to. And you did. You accomplished everything you wanted to in this league. And now you're at the top, while all the little rats are running around. You are an amazing person. Caring, big heart, loyal, loving. You're an amazing person, and the award that you are receiving, you deserve it more than most do. I am the Demoness, and Corey, we will be watching you always. We are proud of you. Congratulations, mortal. Remember, everybody dies.
Congratulations, Corey, on winning the Max Wrestling Lionheart Award. I think this year's had its ups and downs for everybody, but even with everything you've been through, you still managed to put out your best promos by far. Congratulations again, man. It's well deserved.
It's an honor and a privilege to present this year's Lionheart Award to one of the most humble and warm-hearted people I've ever had the good grace to know. You've always treated me and everybody else with the utmost respect, and watching your growth in Max Wrestling this past year and a half has been amazing. I'm so glad I was here to see and be part of the rise of Cypher. Your confidence in promos, from the days of bravely taking on Brittany Savage and the Demoness to now commanding every bit of screen time you have, is incredible. But while you've been climbing the ranks in Max Wrestling, you've also faced major new hurdles in your life this past year, and the fact that you've faced it head on so openly and somehow managed to perform better than ever is part of why you are receiving the Lionheart Award this year. I couldn't even imagine confronting what you have and adapting to it for the rest of my life, but you've taken it all in your stride and become an inspiration. You were one of the people that went to bat for me in 2020 when I almost walked away. Now, I will gladly bat for you. The 2023 Lionheart Award so deservedly goes to Corey Coulter, better known to Max Wrestling as the current world champion and my co-tag team champion, Cypher. The man, the myth, the legend. Congratulations, Corey. And thank you. "2023 has been a truly unique year for Max Wrestling. We found more traffic than ever before on YouTube. Our Facebook traffic has consistently remained high, and our group interaction has greatly improved, although Travis Anderson is still the group MVP. But we did introduce the new Group EVP Championship this year, which has already found home with 3 holders, including Chad Malcolm, Daniel Crimmins, and Chris Reed. And speaking of Chris Reed, 2023 has seen the simultaneous rise of both Chris Reed and Beer. And while Beer has history on this show and began chasing the Knowledge Championship last year and winning it for a couple of minutes, he has now transitioned into promos and, wow, developed quite the presence. Around the same time, Chris Reed came out of nowhere and quickly made a target out of both Cypher and myself. But it's not just newcomers that have been making noise this year. Ted P. De Niro made his return at the start of 2023 and has been causing plenty of mayhem ever since, attacking the Phoenix, costing Travis Anderson the World Championship, joining the MDO, and later in the year showing quite the ability in trivia. And now I gotta face him at the Rumble, but that's another story. Another veteran of the game, Cypher, had one of the most compelling stories ever developed around him as he broke away from the MDO and completed his journey in becoming the new Max Wrestling World Champion. And Daniel Crimmins made the most guest appearances this year with 18 episodes under his belt and won 3 different championships. I've also found unexpected success myself this year. After winning the television championship as a last-minute replacement, I found plenty of competition from the likes of Chris Reed, Daniel Crimmins, Moses Marquez, Teddy P, and Mike Larkin, all forcing me to up my game. So let's take a look at the stats. We achieved a huge number on Facebook early in the year with over 56,000 views for Promo Mania Night 2. But our biggest episode of the year receiving an amazing 60,282 was Promo Series 8 Chaos Theory, and it was certainly a night to remember as Cypher defeated Moses Marquez to win the World Championship and was presented the title by none other than his longtime friend and rival Travis Anderson, making a cameo before his return last week. But those are not our most staggering numbers. The total number of Facebook views this year from January 5th to Christmas Clash are an astounding 1,557,966. That's a 173% increase from last year. And aside from the UK and the USA taking 50% of our audience reach, we have also reached over 30% in India and the rest of the percentage in other countries such as Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Canada, Egypt, and South Africa. 29% of our audience are men aged 25 to 34, and over on YouTube, which is significantly tougher to break. We've amassed a combined 9,556 views this year, gained 56 subscribers, and most viewed episode of the year on YouTube was October 12th, hitting 389. Over 60% of our YouTube audience this year became subscribers, and 34% of the audience was in the USA. And again, our highest demographic was 25 to 34. So thank you to every single one of you that have made this year so incredible for us, and we can't wait to get to work bringing you the smoke in 2024. Thank you to Moses Marquez, who gets up at 4 a.m. every single Thursday his time to record the show, to Travis for playing a major role behind the scenes this year and helping bring you some awesome promo exhibitions, and to everybody for stepping up and helping the roster to grow. I am now and always your captain. Let's get back to the Maxies.
Wow, what a year. And it is almost time to find out who the wrestlers of the year are. But first, let's announce the Max Wrestling Event of the Year. And back to do it again is the man they call, I'm getting your name right this time, Phoenix.
And the nominees for Max Events of the Year are Podcast Promo Rumble 8, Promo Mania 8 2 nights, Full House, All for One, Promo Slam 2023, and Promo Series 8 Chaos Theory. And the winner, with 36%, is Promo Series 8 Chaos Theory.
All right, let's kick it off with the women. Let's go with the nominees for Female Wrestler of the Year. The nominees are Becky Lynch, Hikaru Shida, Rhea Ripley, Toni Storm, and Trinity. And coming in with a resounding 66% of the vote, it should be no shocker. We call her Rhea Ripley, but deep down, she's your mommy.
And the winner, with a staggering 87%, goes to, whose game is it? L.A. Knight. Yeah!
Like she says, mommy's always on top.
Always.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest. I think that was actually the biggest landslide of the whole vote. Actually, no, the biggest landslide of the whole Maxies was L.A. Knight winning Breakout of the Year. The only other person I got voted for was Orange Cassidy. But yeah, mommy was very, very close there.
She dominated the competition as she dominates everything, and hell, she could probably dominate some of us.
Right. So okay, before we go to the Male Wrestler of the Year, I will tell you it is closer than the Female Wrestler of the Year because I think there was a little more competition for the men's side this year. So the nominees for Male Wrestler of the Year are Bryan Danielson, MJF, Roman Reigns, Seth freaking Rollins, and Will Ospreay. That is a lot of stiff competition.
Oh man.
I gotta call this out though. Nobody voted for Bryan Danielson. Really?
Nobody gave B-Dry the love. Oh, no.
Dude's had like one of the best wrestling years of his career.
No. What are we doing, folks?
For shame.
Oh,
I get that there was a lot of competition, but come on.
Shame.
But the winner. I mean, I'm guessing this like takes storylines into consideration as well, and B-Dry's pretty much just been wrestling this year.
So ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that, but there you go. The winner of Male Wrestler of the Year for 2023 with 33% of the votes is MJF.
Oh! All right. The man that you're supposed to hate.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it, he did make us like him, and he was the biggest heel going, so it has been, I think, a great year for MJF, especially headlining All In. Fucking Wembley. Bro.
Fucking Wembley.
And that's it. That is all of your Maxies Awards for 2023. It has been a hell of a year, and 2024 is looking even bigger, if we're being honest. Like we said, we've still got the MJF Adam Cole story to go. WrestleMania is looking insane already. So yeah, we're looking forward to 2024, especially the Maxies this time next year.
Oh, God. Again, you put it beautifully. We are growing. We're making things better around here. The atmosphere has just brightened up everybody. Look at who we're making stars, baby. We're making stars. Everybody's getting a rub, and it is an excellent time to be a part of Max Wrestling.
Yeah, and you got a little bit more of a break between the last Max Wrestling of the year and the Maxies next year because New Year's Eve's on a Tuesday.
Hey, you get lucky. But it's all good. And make sure you guys enjoy that upcoming fun episode. And, of course, the only way to check out all these fun episodes is to be glued right here on all the social medias. On the artist formerly known as Twitter, Max Wrestling UK, Captain 512, SMR Podnet, soon to be KTN Sports. Check out the beautifully done website, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com. Hit the subscribe button, follow button there, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all the other social medias. And as we say all the time, come join us on the Facebook, and maybe you next year can help announce a winner.
That's right. Thank you to Beer, Chad, Cypher, Phoenix, and Travis for helping us announce the awards this year. With that said, join us next year. We will see you on January 4th as we record right after Wrestle Kingdom Night 1. And we'll be joined live by Beer.
God, I can't wait. Let's go.
Making his first full episode appearance since 2016.
Come on, Beer.
Which was also the debut episode of Mike Larkin.
Hey, how you doing?
So everything's coming full circle in 2024. We're going to bring you the smoke. You've been watching the Cap and Mo. And for 2023, goodbye. Mwah, and Happy New Year. Bye.